Hi guys, I know you're ready to get started making some games like we promised you would, but some of you had some questions this week about doing a background on Scratch. So I'm going to show you how to do that with a real quick video, then if you have any questions after that, then we'll get right to it. So I've got a Scratch page opened. It's a brand new one. If you don't know how to do that, go up to File, hit New. It'll make a new one for you. You need to title it so you can find it later. So I go down here to the stage backdrop. I can either pick a new backdrop, which is one from the library, which is one you already know how to do. I can paint one. I can upload one from a file, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's just say I wanted to use this picture. That's my background now. I can have the cat walking in front of them. Okay. You can also use not necessarily a photograph, but also maybe something you've drawn or a piece of art or whatever. The other thing is I can take a camera picture from my computer. So that'll save there. So that could be it. So again, maybe cat could be walking around, maybe sitting on my shoulder. Okay. The other option is to create your own, just like you would with like an MS Paint program. You can even title this backdrop. So I would just title it maybe Drawing 1. Okay. So this is very similar to a lot of paint programs you've probably seen, very similar features. So I'm just going to go over the basics. There's a lot of other advanced stuff in here, but that's a topic for another day. So the brush here, so look, just make some strokes here. I can also change the line width down here where it's really big. Okay, so that's brush. I'm going to clear. Next feature is line. Okay, so let's tell the difference. So line, that's my line. Do you see how it can't be wavy like my other line does? It's straight across. You can also adjust it down here. Okay? So here's the thing. It's very hard to draw a straight line. One of the features that it has, so that's not a straight line. It kind of goes up at an angle. My cat would be walking uphill. So one of the things you can do is when you're drawing a line, say maybe for one of the games we're going to do later, if you hit the Shift key while you're drawing your line, no matter what you do or how you move that mouse pointer, that line is going to be straight. Okay? Another feature is rectangle. You can make it to where it's filled in or, there's nothing in it to where you maybe can write some words in there. You can also change the width of it. So I'm going to make can't really see what well, I'm going to do another color. So that's to kind of tell the difference. Then you can also do the same thing with circles. Maybe I want them to have eyes. Okay. And then maybe I want his mouth. So if I want to change between the mouths, I need to go off on another one and then go back. So look, all sorts of things you can do. So maybe I want him to say something in the background. So I can change his font. And I click on this T, and that's for text. And then I can have him say hello. That went off screen. So if that happens, which it does occasionally, just move that down. See, mistake fixed. I can have words going on in the background. You can even put instructions back there. That would be a neat thing to do. So then fill with color. So maybe I want to fill this with a light yellow. So anywhere I click where there's lines, I can fill that in. Okay. Erase. Maybe I made a mistake with this line. So I can kind of click here and erase what's there. Not doing a good job of erasing. But it is an option that you have. Or maybe you want to make his eyes a little better. Also an option you can do. A lot of things you can do with this tool besides just erase something. So those are the basic features that I wanted to go over with how to create a background. And then you would just go over here and write your script for your sprites. The other thing you can do, as you know with the backdrops, you can also create scripts for them to where you can flip back and forth between some of the backdrops. Lots of other cool features you can do. And that's all I have for that. Thanks, guys.